Seville, a city steeped in history and culture. Seville has been ruled by the Islamic Moors and Christians. In fact, Seville has been greatly influenced by Islam and Christianity.
As we stroll through the streets of Seville, we can see how these two major influences have evolved over time. From historic neighborhoods like Barrio Santa Cruz to modern landmarks like the Metropol Parasol, Seville's architecture reflects its rich heritage. In this video, we will show you Seville's most important landmarks, which you cannot miss. Those landmarks showcase the fascinating blend of Islamic and Christian culture, and you will see how it evolves into the modern era.
Seville Cathedral is not only the largest Gothic cathedral in the world, but also a grand example of a blend of Islamic and Christian architectural styles. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The cathedral's construction spanned over an astounding century, from 1401 to 1506. The driving force behind this ambitious project was the desire to create a church of unparalleled beauty and grandeur. The cathedral was built on the site of the Al-Jama Mosque, constructed by the Almohads in the late 12th century. Remnants of the original mosque still exist, bearing witness to the passage of time and the fusion of cultures.
Our first stop inside the cathedral complex is the Puerta del Perdon, which means the door of forgiveness. This stucco-engraved, horseshoe-shaped gate was once the main entrance to the Almohad Mosque in Moorish times. But why is it called the Door of Forgiveness? Well, legend has it that sinners used to enter the cathedral through this very door, seeking forgiveness for their transgressions.
Exiting through the Puerta del Perdon, we step into the Patio de los Naranjos. This place is one of Spain's oldest spaces. The rectangular space of tranquility was inherited from the Almohad Mosque that once stood here in the 12th century. Many changes took place over the centuries, and the only remains of the Islamic era is the rectangular shape.
The Giralda was once the mosque's minaret, which projected the Muslim call to prayer. Today, it serves a different purpose as the bell tower of the cathedral. The lower half of this incredible tower is a relic from the 13th century, when it was constructed by the Moorish Almohad dynasty. As we gaze upward, we witness the remarkable fusion of two worlds. The upper half is a Renaissance-style bell tower, added in the 16th century by the Christians, who took controls of Seville after the Reconquista. What's truly astounding is how seamlessly these distinct architectural styles and religious traditions have come together to create this harmonious masterpiece.
The interior of the cathedral demonstrates the classic Gothic architecture structure. The cathedral's central nave reaches a towering height of 42 meters. The cathedral's total area covers an area larger than 2 football fields. It is well known for its sheer size and grandeur.
The Great Chapel houses a massive altarpiece. 40,000 kilos of solid gleaming gold cover the 45 scenes and 200 figures, from the life of Christ on the 20-meter-high and 18-meter-wide altar. It's considered the largest and richest altarpiece in the world. No
visit to the cathedral is complete without seeing the beautiful Sala Capitular, which features a magnificent elliptical domed ceiling and paintings by Murillo. The elliptical-shaped dome was considered innovative and a notable engineering achievement during its time. Paintings by Murillo. Atop the dome, there is a beautiful roof lantern, also in an ellipse shape. This lantern was designed to allow natural daylight to enter the hall below, enhancing its aesthetic appeal. Despite being added over 50 years after the completion of the Gothic-style Seville Cathedral, the Sala Capitular is a Renaissance-style building.
The cathedral is home to the tomb of Christopher Columbus. This is one of the main attractions of the cathedral for visitors, housing the remains of the great explorer, Columbus, who died in poverty in Valladolid of Spain. The tomb itself is more recent, from 1892, with four bearers presenting the four ancient kingdoms of Spain: Castile, Leon, Aragon, and Navarra of Spain. The tomb's catafalque, designed by sculptor Arturo Molina, was carved in alabaster and polychrome bronze. The bottom of the tomb writes, "When the island of Cuba was emancipated by the Mother of Spain, Seville obtained the deposit of the remains of Columbus, and its town hall erected this pedestal."
Columbus traveled a lot even after his death. He has been buried in Seville of Spain, Havana of Cuba, and Santo Domingo of the Dominican Republic. Both Cuba and Dominican Republic have claimed that they hold the real Columbus remains, but recent DNA tests proved beyond doubt this tomb does hold Columbus. Columbus finally rests in Seville.
Like Columbus, Saint Anthony, in one of the 3,000 paintings in Seville Cathedral, had also traveled to the New World and back. It is the valuable 1656 Murillo painting, The Vision of Saint Anthony. In November 1874, it was discovered that thieves had cut out the portion depicting Saint Anthony. The fragment was stolen to New York. In January 1875, a Spanish immigrant sold the fragment depicting Saint Anthony to a New York City art gallery for $250. The art gallery returned the fragment to the cathedral. The painting was repaired. Seville's cathedral is a great example of harmonious blend of Islamic and Christian architecture.
Before we continue, if you wish to watch more videos which delve into the culture, history, and attractions of different countries in depth, please subscribe to our channel.
The Casa de Pilatos Palace is another stunning example of Mughal architecture. The palace was built in the 16th century by the Dukes of Medinaceli, who were one of the wealthiest and most powerful families in Spain at the time. Upon entering the palace, visitors encounter a typical Andalusian courtyard with a fountain, surrounded by busts of Spanish kings and Roman emperors.
As we explore further, we stumble upon a series of breathtaking gardens and courtyards scattered throughout the complex. They feature fountains, ponds, sculptures, and exotic plants from around the world. And look closely, you might even spot Venus sleeping peacefully in her grotto, undisturbed for centuries. The palace is adorned with intricate tile work, frescoes, and ornate carvings that showcase the artistic mastery of the craftsmen who built it.
The palace houses a vast collection of artworks from various periods in Spanish history. Look at this extraordinary painting, Magdalena Ventura with her husband and son, commonly known as the Bearded Lady by the Spanish artist Josep de Ribera. This painting stands as one of the most intriguing pieces in European art of its time. The painting depicts Magdalena Ventura with a long untrimmed beard. She stood and nursed her baby, with her husband lurking in the background.
Magdalena's pose of standing while nursing was unusual for 17th century women. It emphasizes her manliness and strength. This painting showcases Ribera's remarkable ability to take the unconventional and unfamiliar artistic style. He crafted it into a masterpiece filled with evocative power.
Now, moving into the chapel, we encounter a stunning blend of Gothic and Mujar styles in its design. It's a space of immense beauty, with intricate carvings, frescoes, and stained glass windows. This chapel is truly unique, as it's the only room in the palace with a Gothic structure.
As we ascend the grand staircase adorned with azulejo tiles, we go from the lower summer palace to the upper winter palace. This architectural marvel defies traditional Muslim design by incorporating 2 floors for summer and winter living. In fact, it's said to be the first staircase in Seville. The Casa de Pilatos is recognized as one of the finest examples of 16th century Andalusian architecture in Seville.
Plaza de España is one of Seville's most remarkable buildings, second only to the Cathedral. Its massive scale and grandeur make it a must-visit attraction in the city. The plaza was constructed for the Ibero-American Exhibition of 1929, along with various pavilions in and around Maria Luisa Park. The plaza was masterfully designed by architect Aníbal González to showcase Seville's talents in industry and crafts during Expo 29. Its semicircular brick structure incorporates elements of Baroque revival, Renaissance revival, and neo-Mujar styles of Spanish architecture.
In the heart of the plaza, you'll find a magnificent central fountain that adds to its charm. But that's not all. The plaza boasts 2 towering towers at each end, and a stunning 500-meter-long canal with 4 picturesque bridges. The 4 bridges over the canal symbolize the 4 ancient kingdoms of Spain: Castile, Aragon, Navarre, and Leon.
The building features a ground-level portico and a first-floor balcony that provide excellent photo opportunities. The central balcony is particularly impressive as it overlooks the whole Plaza de España. As you stroll along the canal, you'll discover 48 alcoves with benches, each representing a province of Spain. What makes them truly special are the colorful painted ceramic tiles, or azulejos, that depict the unique characteristics and history of each province.
Colorful ceramics, especially azulejos, are prominently featured throughout the plaza's design, adorning the provincial alcoves, walls, bridges, and balustrades. It's a breathtaking display of artistic craftsmanship. Did you know that Plaza de España has been a backdrop for several iconic movies, including Lawrence of Arabia? Its stunning architecture and rich cultural heritage make it a perfect setting for cinematic masterpieces. Plaza de España beautifully exemplifies the harmonious blend of Baroque, Moorish, and Renaissance architectural styles.
Metropol Parasol is described as the most ambitious, expensive, and controversial urban project in Seville since Expo 92 that has left a significant mark on Seville. This awe-inspiring structure, locally known as Los Setas or the Mushrooms, has transformed the city's architectural landscape into the modern era. It has become an iconic contemporary structure for the city.
The design of Metropol Parasol is credited to German architect Jürgen Mayer. The Metropol Parasol stands out with its unique design. 6 interconnected parasols made of wooden beams, arranged in a mesmerizing, crisscrossed pattern, resembling a waffle. It's no wonder it's known as the world's largest timber-framed structure. But what makes this structure truly remarkable is its multifunctionality.
As we step inside, we discover a ground floor adorned with a vibrant food market and inviting restaurants. The first floor transforms into an open-air concert space, offering a respite from the sun. Venturing upward, we find the second and third floors, offering picturesque walkways. And if you're looking for a breathtaking view, the highest point provides a panoramic vista, 30 meters above ground. From here, you can spot the iconic Seville Cathedral in the distance. As the sun sets, the Metropol Parasol transforms into a spectacle of light and music. The evening ambience, with its changing colors and ambient music, is nothing short of magical.
Alcázar is another example of remarkable blend of Islamic Moorish and Christian architecture. Originally, it was constructed as a residential fortress by Islamic rulers during medieval Spain. After Seville was captured by Castilian Christians in 1248, the Alcázar became the residence of King Fernando III. This marked the beginning of architectural transformations.
King Alfonso X, Fernando's son, replaced the Almohad palace with a Gothic palace. But the jewel in the crown is the palace of King Don Pedro I, built between 1364 and 1366. It's a masterpiece, created by Moorish artisans for the Christian King Pedro I, showcasing the Mujar-style architecture, which is a fusion of Moorish and Christian aesthetics. The Mujar style features rectangular, living spaces, horseshoe arches, and intricate Islamic ornamentation, such as arabesques and calligraphy.
As time passed, extensive remodeling of the palace occurred during the Christian Reconquista, incorporating Gothic and Romanesque elements. In the 16th century, Renaissance architecture was introduced alongside Islamic decorations, giving the palace its present-day Moorish palace appearance.
In 1755, the Lisbon earthquake caused significant damage to the Alcázar. This led to a complete renovation of the Palacio Gótico facade using Baroque elements. Today, the palace represents a unique fusion of Mujar, Romanesque, Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque elements, adorned with Islamic adornments.
In our next video, Real Alcázar of Seville, its secrets, tales, history, and beauty, we shall dive deep into its secret tales, its interior, and the important historical events that transpired within this palace.
If you like this video, please subscribe our channel.